Hey, it's the failed athlete. That don't mean you gotta fail in life. Welcome back to the channel, man. I appreciate y'all, man, like no other. It's such a blessing for y'all to be tapped in, man, for us to be tapped in. It's a beautiful thing, and I appreciate y'all, man. Be sure to like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, all of that good stuff. But today we're going to be doing a deep dive into the fascinating life of Evelyn Lozada, reality TV star, entrepreneur, and a woman known for her relationships with some of the richest athletes in the game, man. So grab your popcorn because we are about to explore this romantic journey, how she built up her brand, and what it means for the men in athletics moving forward with women like Evelyn Lozada. Let's get into it. Evelyn Lozada rose to fame as one of the prominent cast members of the hit show Basketball Wives, known for her fiery personality and glamorous lifestyle. And listen, we all remember them squabbles. We all remember Evelyn picking up whatever she had right next to her and chucking it at the nearest enemy. We remember them days, man. These were post Flavor of Love days, but reality TV had really started to boom, and Evelyn Lozada was a part of that rise, man. She was a part of that catastrophic boom. Evelyn quickly became a household name, but beyond reality TV, she had a history of relationships with several high-profile athletes. Let's talk about her romantic timeline. Now, first things first, we got to take it back to where it all started. Evelyn's love life has been a roller coaster. She's dated athletes like NBA player Antonio Walker, NFL star Chad Ochocinco Johnson, and even MLB player Carl Crawford. Shout out to Carl Crawford. Hopefully he's still out there making them records. Each relationship put her in the spotlight, but also raised eyebrows about her motives. Now, we got to keep it funky. We got to keep it honest. Her marriage to Chad Ochocinco was a particularly high-profile marriage, accumulating in a whirlwind of romance that ended just weeks after their wedding.
Mr. Johnson, you've been charged with battery, domestic violence.
And now a divorce filing after just 41 days. Another high-profile marriage exhausted by reality TV.
With this ring, I'd be wed.
Even the much-ridiculed marriage of Kim Kardashian and basketball player Chris Humphries lasted slightly longer.
Don't you start that.
But even Ocho's marriage was rocked by a violent domestic dispute, a lesson in the perils of living out your life in front of the cameras.
When you watch back the show, how do you feel?
I cringe sometimes, because I forget that the cameras are there.
It all began when Evelyn says she found a receipt in Chad's car for condoms.
It was literally like 3 weeks after my wedding.
Evelyn says that when she confronted her husband, he denied that he had been unfaithful, saying he bought the condoms for a friend.
I knew that he was lying, and I told him, I never forget telling him, I said, I'm not sticking by you through this. I don't care if my marriage is the laughing stock of the world. And then the next thing I know, he headbutted me.
Chad Johnson declined our request for an interview about what he says happened that night. But in a statement to police, he claimed that Evelyn headbutted him.
911, what is your emergency? Yes, I have somebody here at my house that was in a little domestic dispute with their husband.
Evelyn, bleeding profusely, ran to a neighbor's house who immediately called police.
She's got a cut on her forehead. Does she need a paramedic? She probably is going to need stitches, yes.
How are you feeling at that moment?
Humiliated, embarrassed, in shock. My fairy tale had just ended.
But even though she appeared to be the victim with 6 stitches, many didn't believe her story. And here's why.
The drama, the public breakup, and the fallout became sensational headlines. But was it love or was it strategic? Evelyn Lozada has been on record stating that when Antoine Walker was with her, she had everything a girl could ever dream of. Antoine Walker is dead broke. And a ton of people believe that Evelyn hit that dough and never came back as soon as times got rough. And although the relationship ended with Ochocinco and DV, we gotta ask the question, a tough question that no one really wants to ask. Was she provoking Ochocinco for that bag? Was she simply in it to get the chips? Was she simply in it to get everything out of Ocho? Evelyn was quoted on saying, why would anyone fake anything like that? That's something she would never do. But being in the spotlight and being on reality TV leaves people's opinions up for interpretation, which brings us straight to that gold digging label. We've arrived, so let's address the elephant in the room. The gold digging label. Many critics argue that Evelyn has a pattern of dating wealthy men, a strategy that has seemingly paid off. But is that a fair label? Let's break it down. Some say she's savvy, using her relationships to build her brand and secure financial stability. Others claim it's opportunistic. Regardless, and this is the part where we got to be completely honest, her choices have sparked a debate about women in relationships with wealthy men. Is it gold digging? Are they in it for the love? Is it wrong for a woman to want a successful man? Is it wrong for a woman to chase after a man who's doing well for himself? Is that not what she should want? So the Evelyn Lozada conversation is a conversation that needs to be had and needs to be talked about. Evelyn didn't just rely on her relationships. She identified the opportunities and then she capitalized on her fame. This woman done launched a fashion line. She done wrote books. She's turned her experience into a business. Her journey raises an important question. How can women leverage their relationships while maintaining their independence? Evelyn Lozada, we gotta give credit where credit is due. No longer are we shaming women for gold digging tactics. We need to start looking at these men. We need to start questioning, how did they allow a lot of these women to get to the position that they're at? Or should we simply be giving these women more credit for how they're moving? The question of the day is, what can men in athletics take away from Evelyn's story? While it's essential to respect and love partners genuinely, it's equally crucial to be aware of the potential motives. Athletes, especially those with significant wealth, need to be discerning about their relationships. Point blank, period. Stop playing. We gotta be smarter, fellas, because nobody's looking at you and saying, damn, you lost all of your money spending it on her. They're saying, damn, what a great rise, Evelyn. What a great come up. I want to live my life the Evelyn Lozada way. That's what other women are saying. A lot of y'all fellas got to know, protecting your heart and protecting your finances is key. Remember, not everyone who enters your life has those pure intentions. So as we wrap this video up, I gotta let the fellas know, and I gotta let the ladies know as well. Those who are spending money, those who are tricking, hey, watch your back, baby. Be careful out here in these streets, because you could easily come across an Evelyn Lozada. Hey, it's the failed athlete, man, but that don't mean you gotta fail in life. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's love.